mal hier. Gucken mal. Luftfilter, sehr schön. Meal ready to eat. Das würde ich aber nicht mehr essen.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Guten Tag, hallo. Okay, ab ins Kinderzimmer. Gregory. Nimm doch. Nein. Nimm doch. Jetzt bleibt da oben.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I thought he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory? Hehe. Hallo. Guten Tag.
Back time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Okay.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Enten. Jede Menge Enten. Ente gut, alles gut.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Dino gut, alles gut, ja, Mann. Gregory wird kalt in der Badewanne. Hol ihn raus.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
So traurig. Der arme Gregory. Hat er nicht lange gelebt. Teamwork. Respect. Strength. Dawn. Und Gus. Mit einer eigenen Kletterwand.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oho.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Da haben wir das Kreuz.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Kalkutta. Ist doch Indien, oder? Oh, der Tee ist fantastisch. So, und gucken wir mal hier.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Milton.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Mini-Bibliothek hier. Oder sowas wie eine Mini-Schule auch. Heimunterricht. Bzz, 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 bzz. Diese alten Leitungen. Da ist auch ein Kreuz. Ja, haben wir hier irgendwo ein Buch? Nö, ja.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Der Künstler.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Das ist cool. Geht so. Auch ganz cool. Kann man machen. Okay, Swusch. Und dann sind wir oben.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Hat schon ein dünnes Buch für so viele Seiten, aber gut. Nein, nein, ich will weiter gucken. Oh nein, jetzt muss ich nach vorne gucken. Oh Mann. Okay, nochmal. Hä, witzig. Das war gut gemacht gerade mit dem Comicstrip im Comicstrip. Das ist cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Ah. Das war cool gerade. Mit dem Bambus, der ist auch cool. Ja, hier kann man schon auf jeden Fall Inspiration tanken, hier oben. Das ist ziemlich nice. Okay. Ja, greif.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Okay. Ich möchte noch mal kurz was gucken. Und zwar... Geh mal dahin. Geht's da nicht raus? Doch.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Jo, stuck. Okay, nee, was ich gucken wollte war, ich will noch mal ein Stück vom Weg zurückgehen, da wo wir rausgegangen sind. Da wo man die Stange runterrutschen kann. Ob da noch was war? Da kann ich nicht mehr zurück, dann war da auch nichts. Weil da noch nicht ein Buch liegt. Vielleicht später.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Ja, Vergebung ist eine gute Idee. Okay, okay. Okay.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Wonderland. Nice. Okay, was liegt da? Okay. Was haben wir hier? Die Mucke ist auch anders. Ja, hol raus. Das ist cool.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Jo.
He
Pfui.
kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Und was ist der Trick beim Labyrinth? Immer nach links laufen. Wenn es links nicht weitergeht, weiter nach links.
Bats and toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Naja. In den Tagträumen auf jeden Fall.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Komm, Dogo, wo geht's hin? Zeig mir den Weg. Pfui.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows.
Oh yeah.
He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Fische da.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Die weiße Glückskatze, so.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
gib's mir doch. Ich stehe doch genau neben dir. Na los. Also, wenn es nach mir ginge, würde ich jetzt wieder abhauen, aber spielen wir was anderes.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Ja, nee, an der Stelle sollte man dann sagen, ach nö, du, behalt mal deine
My brother
Krone.
was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Aber irgendwie, da an der Stelle konnten wir nicht zurückgehen. Spiel wollte gerade was anderes. Tja. Naja. Aber hey, da ist neues Leben. Geht ab. So. Haben wir jetzt hier alles? Ich glaube ja. Gehen wir mal dahin. Also Kinder, wenn euch jemand eine Krone hinhält, dann sagt ihr einfach nein und geht weg.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Okay, hier war schon lange
Wish we'd
keiner mehr.
stayed.
Was liegt denn da? Was ist das? Sieht aus wie Verpackungsschaumstoff. Ah, hier sind die Missing-Briefe.
But I understand why we left.
Sie versteht, warum sie gegangen sind. Na gut. Schicke Lampe. Also der Lampenschirm ist unfassbar schick. So. Knicks, knacks, knacks, knicks. Polsterfolie. So, was haben wir hier?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
To teach and to learn. Dawn Finch. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Mhm. Auch schick. Aber der andere war besser. Jetzt hier hoch, wa? So.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe you should have come sooner.
Düdüm.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Sammelkarten. Erkenne ich sofort. Das ist ein Sammelkartenordner. Norwegian Folktales. Norske Folk. Gepentir. Aha, okay. Edith. Eine Feder. Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Und schon
Grandma,
wieder
you
Chinesisch.
know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Achso. Okay. Was geht hier? So. Achso, wir sind im obersten Stockwerk, glaube ich. Nee, wir sind unten bei der... Wo sind wir? Ich habe gerade keine Ahnung. Kann hier mal irgendwo bitte Licht oder so? Hier, okay.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The Hidden Pathway. Gucken wir mal, was hier so versteckt ist in der Bibliothek. Welche alten Schinken.
Isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Okay. Was haben wir da? Fish and Shellfish. Tasting Thailand. The Nordic Cookbook. From Cove to Stove. The Sublime Supper. Mr. Bell's Bakery. Any Farmer Junior Cookbook. Uh-huh.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Also hat die Großmutter recht, sie hat wirklich Angst. Was haben wir da? Ein Helm. Oh, Bücher. The Book of Sand hatten wir schon. Das Aleph hatten wir auch schon. L&B. Hier, was steht da? Errands. The King in Yellow hatten wir auch schon. Ja, okay. Ich dachte jetzt sind ein paar richtig coole Bücher. Tales of Taste and Tummies. Flavors of India? Ja. Fish and Shellfish hatten wir schon. Wild Feast. The Book of Mushrooms hatten wir auch schon. Okay. Okay.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Uh-huh. History of the Finches by Eddie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Okay. Aha, okay.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh,
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
ja.
God, it smelled awful.
Ja, ist klar, Faulschlamm. Aber, jo, wenn ein Erdbeben ist und das Wasser sich so stark zurückzieht, dann sollte man eigentlich nicht auf das Haus zulaufen, weil die Gefahr ist sehr hoch, dass ein Tsunami
I've
kommt.
seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Immer dem Hirsch hinterher.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Huh. Swoosh.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Und dann?
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.